And then we do this. Hope it's not too loud, because we know that makes it super loud. Yay, I think we're good to go. Yay! It's funny, it's where every time I do this, it's like I gotta kind of remember how to do everything again. But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to our 25-minute writing sprint. Sorry, I had to cancel last week. The con crud got me. I ended up being, I ended up being kind of under the weather and I was trying to avoid getting super sick. So I ended up canceling. But I appreciate you all being patient with me. Thank you for telling me to get well and supporting me during my rougher moments. But I'm excited to be back today. I'm hoping that I can make it through the full 2 hours. Not gonna lie, not sure if I'll be able to, but we're gonna try. So if you're unfamiliar with what the 25-minute writing sprints are, what we do is you work for 25 minutes on whatever project you may have. So I personally will be working on a comic script, but then you also can be working on cosplays, YouTube videos, manuscripts, whatever. And then after that 25 minutes, we take a 5-minute break, kind of relax and reset, and then we jump back in after 25 minutes. Hey, welcome Cajun! Aziza Soup. Am I soup? I need some soup. But I was watching your video. I think I'm behind. I think you posted again this week and I missed it, but I saw your review of Lexington Comic Con and I'm so glad you had a good time. That's awesome. I feel like it sounds like you had a really good time, which means you will slowly be getting more and more into it as I am. Conventions can be so much fun. They can be expensive. You have to be careful, but they're awesome. So I'm so glad you had a good time. Yeah. So I'm back this week, hoping to make it through the 2 hours. Feel free to share what you're working on. KJ, to let me know if you're working on another video. Me personally, I'm trying to wrap up this fantasy story finally. So all week I've been reviewing lettering, and I have one page to give one passover for, and then I need to go back and relook at some of the edits that she's already sent me. She's been sending feedback, and she's been working it, and the artist has been sending the corrections back. So I'm hoping that by this time next week, we'll be done with the fantasy story. And I'm looking forward to it. The editing process for comics it's a lot. And this time we're kind of getting down to the wire time-wise. So it's getting more intense than I would like. But such is life. It is how it is. But yeah, I'll be happy when this part is finito. It's done. And I can just get back to the fun part, which is creating. Just creating it and getting the story up and going. But yeah, if you feel comfortable, let me know in the chat what you plan on working on today. That way we can celebrate your wins, and if things don't go well, commiserate in your misery. Sometimes it's nice to be able to share and talk with other creators. I was going to do the vlog, but I think I'm done for now. Oh, nice! It's nice to take a break. If you've been, was I right that you released another video? So I will say, I know that it can be, it's a lot. I feel like your ROI, when you just like focus in and try to get something done, it can deteriorate. That's one of the reasons why I have pages still to review, is because I was just trying to get pages done, like reviewed and edited, and a certain point, it's like my eyes start crossing. It's like I can't even process everything right now that I need to process. So yeah, I can keep working, but am I really going to be doing something that, you know, is quality? So understandable. Yeah, that's a lot. Congratulations, though. That's awesome that you got 2 videos out this week. That is an achievement for sure. So with that was the timer. We're going to leap into our first writing script. I will be in the chat, so feel free to chat. And without further ado, I'll talk to you later. See you soon. guys said he's going to be at Dayton. I think he goes to all the ones in the region for the most part. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's so much cheaper if you can go home at the end of the convention if you're vending. My last one was up in Columbus, and I ended up spending almost like an extra $170. So when you think about like having to clear, like to make a show worthwhile, it's not just the cost to get in anymore. It's now travel plus a hotel. So I need to start getting into that mentality, like to try to get to as many in the region. But yeah, that makes sense. Now that I've done it once, I think I got a good idea how I plan on doing this moving forward. Nice! I'm putting the vlog video on my second channel. I'm going to play around with the star video. Oh! You've mentioned your second channel. I don't know if I'm following it. I think you can send links in the chat. If so, please feel free to post it in there. I'll make sure I'm following it with both of my channels. Because yeah, I keep on forgetting to make sure I follow up with stuff on my writing channel. One day I'm gonna get this writing channel under wraps. You won't even recognize me. I'll be so good. I'll be on top of everything. But right now I feel like I am. What do you call it? Trailing behind. Like I have, fortunately, this live stream, so I have to post up every week. But I wanted to do way more types of content, and I wanted to brainstorm more. And the past couple of weeks have just been just gracious. That is like the best way to put it. It's just goodness gracious. I'm glad tomorrow's Friday. But I messed around and I have to do my taxes all weekend. So I won't have an enjoyable weekend at all. I start trying to do my taxes tomorrow, but I am looking forward to getting back to Monster Hunters. But you have to let me know what your plan is, Cajun, for tackling the conventions. Because vlogs and stuff seem fun, but I tried doing it once, and it actually felt really intense. Like I ended up getting kind of lost in the sauce. I was kind of overwhelmed with everything. So, if you don't mind sharing, don't feel obligated to. But I'd love to know what your plan is. Another app? Okay, perfect. But yeah. Do I need more shows? I would like more shows. I don't think I have the time and energy for more shows. Because unfortunately, since I have a full-time job, you work the whole week, and then you end up working the weekend as well. So, I know some people have folks that will do shows for them. Like they'll pay for the table and everything, and they'll basically have like an employee or a friend run the table for a show. And that is expensive, but it's doable. But yeah, the idea of going to every show in the region sounds great. And if that was your full-time job, it'd be amazing. But otherwise, goodness gracious, that's a lot of work. Yeah, I'm on Threads quite a bit. Threads, Instagram, and Facebook, and then on YouTube. But honestly, YouTube and Facebook are probably the ones I'm primarily in, just because my normal life is on there as well. So, but yeah, I have a Facebook page as well. And then I have Facebook Messenger, so things pop up usually with Messenger. Even though I turned off a lot of the AI stuff, so my phone has been fighting me. And all the apps have been fighting me too because they're angry. Because everybody wants you to use AI these days. Excuse me, sorry. that was loud. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with round 2. Yeah, good luck. And I'll see you on the other side. to sit down and do anything. I'm like, that should be 30 minutes before I know it's like an hour and a half. And one day I'll be really, really good with time management. That day, not today. So let me know how things went for you. It was a quiet chat this time, it looks like. Not that's a problem. Hopefully everyone was able to get something accomplished if they had like a goal. Yeah, I think for me, I'm hoping I won't be done with lettering, unfortunately, but I'm assuming I'll get some updates this week. So I'll probably be doing taxes and lettering this weekend now. Which, to be fair, lettering is at least somewhat fun. To review, taxes are not. Taxes are horrible. But yeah, that'll be what is for me this weekend. And then yeah, I'm hoping to be done with this lettering, the reviews that I have so far by the end of today, so that'll be good. And then hopefully, yeah, by next week I'll be it's interesting. I want to get back to writing, but I also feel like I'm on the brink of being burned out just because life has been life pretty hard lately. So I might take a little break, like for the week. But either way, I'll do the live scripts. Hey, Asha. Hey, Asha. Sorry, I was gonna say dreams, but I wanted to make sure I said the first part. So, welcome. Let's let me know how things have been going for you, and if you plan on working on anything specific today that you're comfortable sharing. Your music is coming out over your voice in my system. Oh no! Huh. Let me see if I can. Is that better? I wish these had numbers. But hopefully that's better. Thank you for letting me know. It's always hard to balance the sound with speaking. I should probably also make sure my mic is better. One day I'll become a pro at this. It's like the vibe for today. Is hoping for the future that I have improvements. I think I'll be cleaning my garage this weekend. I was about to mention that. It's a little better, thank you. Man, okay, let me see if I can get it lower. I wonder if there's like a bot or something I should be installing to see. But yeah. Yeah, thank you all for letting me know. I'm glad that's a little bit better. I figured out that it's based off the sound of the video. Oh, am I muting myself completely? So my voice is now softer too, is what you're saying. Interesting. Ah. Oh wait, oops, you know what? I did not do. Or did I? No, I did. I'm on break. I'm gonna have to go and do some research then. Oh, did that fix it? Is that much better? Here's your music. Hopefully it's better. My voice isn't softer. Okay, so I did have it right. That's good. Cool. I was about to be so sad because I was like, yes, I've leveled up. I figured out how the sound works, and now if that was wrong, it was like, oh, never mind, psych. I have a lot more work to do. Perfect. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I basically need to keep it really, really low on my side. It's funny, I wish I could show you all, like, the volume bar, saying this is, like, full volume. It's, like, that much away from, like, the mute side. So I got to keep that much lower in terms of volume. Yeah, it's not as intuitive as you would think it is. It's kind of frustrating, but I think it's only frustrating because I'm learning, right? Once you get used to it, it's just second nature. But perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for letting me know. I'll keep that in mind. But we're gonna go ahead and do our third session. I'll keep an eye on the chat. So yeah, it's like super close to the mute. Like I wouldn't think you all could hear anything right now, but it sounds like that's the correct volume, which is interesting. There's probably some kind of science behind it. I just don't know it. But yeah, it's very unique. But yeah, sorry, I'm taking up your time. I'll let you all get to work. I'm gonna get to work, and I will see you on the other side. round 3 or break 3. And then we'll go on to our last round. Almost done with my project, so that's positive. Looking forward to moving on to the next stage. It won't be wrapped up, but it's progress, so that's good. Let me know how things went for you. Get a catch up on chat. Yeah, business IT management sounds really intense. Working on essay for logistics, operations, change management. Jeez. Yeah, that's a good question, Cajun. I was wondering how long till you're done as well. If you're graduating this year or if you have a couple of years left. Those sound awesome though. Is that logistics? What is that called? Sigma? Is that what I'm thinking of? Where it's like supply chain, or am I thinking something else? Change management is also, well, I don't know what it means in terms of IT. I know I did a master's in business, and they were talking about change management in terms of like changing the culture of an organization. So, but either way, change management is always a hard thing to do. Change is hard. So managing it is hard to do. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Into 2027. Nice! That's awesome. That'll be here before you know it. I feel like this year is flying by. For better or for worse. Six Sigma, yeah, okay. I was right. Bless you. I remember us going over at a high level Six Sigma. And I can't remember much of it now. At a high level I could do it. And we had some kind of like computer program that helped us kind of start doing it. Because of the management and making sure things, you know, changed over and you had the supply chain working smoothly, which is fun because it's a game, but anything deeper than that, I remember thinking, ooh, this is a lot, so that is awesome. I haven't done 6 yet at school. I'm taking my sweet expensive into time. Oh, yeah, I have taken, yeah. Can't afford to be too lax about school anymore. It's a lot of work, though. Trying to get my bread up. Well, definitely say a prayer for you. Or send positive vibes out to you. You're gonna nail it. But it's a lot. I was gonna say, it's a lot of work. It is not for the faint of heart, but you're in it. And you're working it, so I'm already proud of you for what it's worth. School is I don't regret getting my master's. I feel like it helped me a lot career-wise, but I remember going back and it being like, oh my gosh. School is necessary, but it is a lot. Especially that second round. Even the first round, but that second round especially. Because it's not cheap. I wish I got to go to uni for like affordable prices. But yeah, I will definitely keep you my prayers and vibes. You've got this. But yeah, it's a lot of work. So 2027 can't come soon enough. I can't remember what kind of job does that go into. That's like a supply chain job. I don't know what they're called, but it's so much. Especially once you get out of the habit, it's so much. And some of it's fun because if you're doing school full time, that's your focus. But it can also just be so much. It all really depends on what happens after you graduate. Hopefully, though, I feel like supply chain jobs are great jobs. Like, that's a great career field. Oh my gosh, 5 years. Bless your heart. That is. So you'll have like another 6th year. That's amazing. But you've got this. I believe in you. And you're already doing the hard part. So once you graduate, it'll be smooth sailing. You'll be going into like a great career field. So it's a business degree. They changed the name. You're kidding. I mean, to be fair, business administration is more flexible. So you'll have a bit more flexibility in applying for jobs. But you'll also have to explain a bit more what your specialty is if it's supply chain. I want to work for myself in cooperative development. Oh, what is that? I've never heard of that term before. I'm sorry. Feel free to start working. I'll be in the chat. I love learning new things, so you've got my attention. But yeah, last round of work, and then we'll probably do we will do an outro, and then we'll head off for the night. But yeah, I'll be in the chat as well. I'm done, project-wise, which is great. Still a lot of work to do, but no big deal. The chat went silent, but I loved our conversation towards the beginning. Asha, that sounds amazing. So I look forward to hearing more about it. And Cajun, you'll have to let me know what career change you're about to make. I wish I was about to make a career change. Even though with this state of the world right now, who knows, tomorrow I might walk in and be fired. So that might be a forced career change, but it is what it is at this point. I'm gonna start winding down. Thank you all so much for joining me. These are always amazing. It's nice to set aside at least a couple of hours a week to be productive and either write or review or do edits. It's really hard sometimes to carve out time for stuff like this. So I'm glad that I've been able to do these, and I'm glad you all have been able to join me. I probably will promptly end at the end of the 5 minutes just because it is 7:30 where I live, and I am starving. I just realized, I think I ate a banana before jumping on, and then and that's it. And we had pizza for lunch, so not a bad lunch, but not a fulfilling lunch either. So that's probably why my stomach is. Hopefully you all could hear it. It was growling during the last session. But I got groceries today, and then I had to get gas. Gas is horrific where I live, and it's $4 a gallon. But between getting gas and doing groceries, I like rolled up in here on 2 wheels. Like threw everything together and threw everything in the refrigerator and ate a banana real quick. So definitely looking forward to some dinner. I might try a potato. A potato with some protein. I bought potatoes for the first time in years. So looking forward to trying that. I'm going back to my union job. Oh, nice. You do construction, right? So union's great anywhere, but for construction jobs, those are uber important, I've heard, because employers everywhere be wildin', but I've heard some horror stories with construction jobs of people just being the worst. So, are you still going to be traveling as much? I know you travel quite a bit for your job, if I remember correctly. When does that happen? Let me know. Yeah, that's a big deal. Hopefully it's all positive changes. I can talk. But look, you can always tell when my blood sugar's down and I'm tired and I'm hungry. Because sentences and words become exceptionally hard. Versus staying in silence and just marinating and existing all at once. No, just going back to Middletown. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. So you'll have one destination then, versus having to travel around. That'll be nice, especially with how gas prices are. Middletown is, it's pretty far into Cincinnati. But it shouldn't be too bad of a drive, hopefully. That's, it's interesting, because I know you mentioned the Dayton, 5-star Comic-Con. And I think I mentioned it to you earlier, but they started in Middletown. They did Middletown for 2 years, I think. And, I don't know if they're doing it this year. I think they might have just moved it to Dayton for this year, which is an interesting change. I think it'll be for the better, though, because they actually partnered with the city of Middletown initially, because the convention was really focused on trying to serve that community. But I know last year they kind of severed that connection a bit, which was good because there was some scandal about a man making a racist comment. So I remember they had to do like a press release, like we He's not a part of Middletown or the 5-Star Comic Con, so please don't judge us based off him. But it was also nice because I think the mayor or the governor, one of the elected officials actually came around and saw everyone's booths and kind of talked to everyone, which is really, really nice. So that was it was sweet. It was cool to see them so involved. But yeah, that'll be that's the history. Sorry, I just gave you a small history lesson. But as I said before, I'm super hungry. I am super tired and need to get ready for the evening. But thank you so much for joining me today. It's always awesome when people join me for these. And I need to schedule them still, but I should be back up and doing this again next week on Thursday. So without further ado, I will... No, Fox Milk. Right. Yeah, it was bad. I'm glad they did a PR release, though, to be like, this isn't us. Please don't judge us. But, yeah, I hope to see you guys next week. And, I will talk to you later.